If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he's going to try to return this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Direct snap. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards of pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Completion to the left, looking for the first down. They got him free for a big gainer to the... And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
With the catch, it's Boone. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Snap it to the back. He breaks the tackle. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Out of the gun to give to the back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
So that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And how about this defense? 2 great plays in a row, defending the pass, now stuffing the run, Palmer.
Yeah, and it just looks like they're going to make the offense earn it, right? They know at this point, if you're going to score a touchdown, it's not going to come easy. So someone here, if you're going to throw it now on 3rd down, is going to have to make a contested catch.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown there.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kadecki. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, UCLA. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13.
13, Georgia, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Release to the back. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Grab near the marker. It's Booth. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, in those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Gets the back moving. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big gain.
Picked up 6 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Sneaks it in. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Buying some time. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Linderbaum. He'll make the play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He might want another play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown Bruins. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
At this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Fires to the right. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Kick is in the air. Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Slithers into space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Oh, he's got a chance. Got the first down and more. Lots of running room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. They try to pop a run on the draw. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
UCLA.
Now on second down. Sends it back in motion. Gonna swing it on second down. A little release to the back. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Defense is about getting the guy on the ground, holding on for dear life. It's hard, I know, with so much speed on the outside, but you got to get that guy on the ground. When you miss one tackle, next thing you know, all that extra yardage is killing your defense.
Skips away from pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The short hands, it's holding. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. Quarterback making adjustments. Give to the back. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
To the air on first down. Complete in the middle. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Wants to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. He makes the grab. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The defense calls a timeout, and that's their last one of the half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Let's go!
And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Extending the play. Going for 6. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Well, after throwing that incompletion down here on the 1-yard line, if you're on the offense, let's get back to running the football. Let's see if we can be the more physical side, get some push up front, and run this thing in for a touchdown.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And he tacks on the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Georgia, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
After the incompletion, it's second and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains.
Get set, get set.
On the direct snap, it's Boone. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. Oh, the fake. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And this one is perfect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bruins will boot away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Might be calling a hot route. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got him. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Got it in the middle. It's Linderbaum. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
And the Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. Gonna look downfield again. Finds his man. It's Linderbaum. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Making side adjustments here. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Dogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the 2-point conversion.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Running back searching for a hole. He has the first and still on his feet. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
A stop and pull maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air on second down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, going for it and getting it on 4th down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. He'll try the left side. Hard running there. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Bulldozes his way through. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourself. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for a deep man. He's got it on the right. Wide open spaces. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Georgia.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Akron. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Booth. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Touchdown, UCLA! And the beatdown has ensued. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Gadecki. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in, it's Nicholson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Riley. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on. Still on his feet. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Connection to the right. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Georgia, 23.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, catches the defense off guard. Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Floating away. Lets it fly. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Linderbaum. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. And the Dogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that's just a little window dressing as this game is over. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players